Well, congratulations. You have made it to the night of the party. It is here. And you want to make sure you arrive about 30 minutes before the party is to start so that you can begin some of your prep work in the kitchen. And what I like to do is have everything I'm going to be using to make my recipe ready to go, placed in the kitchen. Everything else I'll be showing or demonstrating can be in the living room, on a coffee table, but in another area of the house. It's fun to make our Tupperware parties interactive, where they're not just sitting in one place, but we're in the kitchen together, making our recipes, and they're participating, maybe even hands-on, helping you during the demonstration. So to start my Tupperware parties, I always make sure I introduce myself and thank the host, find out how they know the host, and just create some icebreakers to get the party started. And then ask your guests to follow you in the kitchen to make your recipe. And I'm going to be using items that are right out of your kit that you got to start your business. And one of the products that truly is a star, people absolutely love, our Power Chef. And you're going to need a little assembly with the Power Chef when you get it. The Power Chef comes with a silicone ring that is actually inside the container. You want to pull that out and just snap it on the bottom. This is a fantastic little piece because when you put it on the countertop, it keeps it from sliding when you're working with food and chopping and emulsifying with the Power Chef. So you want to add that. It also comes with some other pieces. It comes with a whip where you can whip whipped cream, or you can whip up some pancakes or a cake batter. You'll find lots of uses for the paddle. It comes with a stainless steel blade, and this is very, very sharp. There's also a guard you'll want to keep on it at all times when not in use. But this fits right down in the middle, and that is actually what chops and emulsifies the food that you put inside. We have a collar that fits right on the top, kind of like a jar lid. And then this is what we call the engine. And it fits right on top. Again, same action, a little bit like a jar, and it's ready to go. We're going to make our salsa together. And in the Power Chef, you want to start with the things that you want chopped really fine. And for our recipe, we're going to make a super easy salsa, and we're going to start with our onion. We're just going to put some chunks of onion right inside this Power Chef, and some garlic. If you wanted to add jalapeno pepper or fresh cilantro, this would be a great time to do that because you want to chop those things up fine. Put on our collar, put on the engine, and we're going to pull this and work those blades. Look how quickly you can stop if you like it a little chunky in your salsa, or in our house, we like those little bits of onion very, very small. If you can see that, but we've got that onion and that garlic chopped pretty small. This would also be a time, if you're a gardener or you've got access to fresh tomatoes, throw a fresh tomato in there, chop it up, or use all fresh tomatoes. But we're going to do canned tomatoes, just in case your host doesn't have a garden in her backyard. And it also gives us the opportunity to use the amazing Tupperware can opener. Did you know that the electric can opener is the dirtiest appliance in the kitchen? Just think about it. You know, these cans sit in warehouses. We have no idea what runs across the top of the can. Dust clearly can be on the top of the can, and when you use an electric can opener, it runs around, it cuts the top falls into your food, you may even have some metal shavings. And what our Tupperware can opener does is removes the top. And when you get your can opener, the first thing you want to do when you go to use it is open it like a V for victory. You'll see it's got a metal ball on the end. That goes right alongside the can, down on top, and you just shut it. and it holds it in place. You do not have to have it set on the countertop. You go around, and you may notice that this can even has the flip top that you pull up, but when you do that, same thing, you have sharp edges all over the can. So we're going to use the can opener, and basically what we're doing is ungluing the top, and well, that went pretty fast. Sometimes you can see if there's a lot of glue, it just pulls it right off the top. And the beautiful thing is, nothing touched your food, no food touched the can opener, and we have no sharp edges on the top and no sharp edges on the can. It's great if you have pets or animals that might get into your trash, or even yourself if you're stomping down the trash, you don't have to worry about sharp edges from your cans. And we're just going to put 1 can of tomatoes. It can be whole tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, whatever you like, right inside. But our secret ingredient in making our salsa is our Tupperware Southwest Chipotle seasoning. You'll want to get some of this right away. And for 1 can, it's about 1 tablespoon of seasoning. And in your kit, you receive the Tupperware measuring cups and measuring spoons. Tupperware puts a little extra thought into everything. Our measuring spoons have a little flat edge on the bottom, so if you want to pre-measure liquids or dry ingredients, you can do that and they'll sit flat. So for 1 can, we're going to put in 1 tablespoon. This Southwest Chipotle is also wonderful in sour cream for a chip dip or a veggie dip. Put it in meatloaf, use it as taco seasoning, and then we're just going to mix it, easy as can be. Chop up those tomatoes and combine that seasoning, and we have restaurant-style salsa ready to go. Yummy, easy. As a new consultant, this is one of the easiest recipes you can make. It truly is foolproof. And you can add lime juice. You know, if your host has a particular taste for salsa, you can add it right in there. Another neat feature to our Power Chef is the funnel. And the funnel just fits right inside this hole. The funnel has measurements on it. Let's say you're going to make a bruschetta, and you have chopped your onion and your basil and your fresh tomato, and now the recipe calls for you to add a tablespoon of olive oil slowly. Well, you can measure your olive oil right into the funnel, turn it, and it will slowly drizzle into your Power Chef while you continue to chop and mix. It's amazing. Maybe you'd like to make some fruit salsa. You can add a little lemon juice in here to keep your fruit fresh. And fruit salsa is very popular during the summer, and we serve it with cinnamon graham crackers. It's wonderful. Using the blade, you can also take a cold chicken breast out of your refrigerator, chop it, and make chicken salad. Or how about hard-boiled eggs and pickles and make an egg salad? It's the holiday season right around the corner. Maybe you want to make Oreo balls, and you can crush your Oreos in here. This Power Chef will serve you well in your kitchen. And one of the beautiful things about it is there's no cord. So if you want to take it camping or on the back patio or downstairs, or the electricity goes out, you can still have salsa, and that's refreshing. So your Power Chef, one of the main things in your kit you'll want to demonstrate. Measuring cups, measuring spoons, your can opener, all a part of your salsa demonstration. You can even use your impressions bowls to serve the chips. So you've got several items in your kit that you can use for the demonstration. Now once you've made your salsa, it's time to go back in the living room and finish up your party. But we're going to do it right here, right now. You know, I told you about the discount earlier on, and that discount can help you in your kitchen in many ways. One of the things I love about Tupperware is the organization and the way it saves me time and money in the kitchen. This is just a glance at one of my cupboards. This is my baking center using the Modular Mates with Tupperware. And with our discount, you can do this in your kitchen too. And once you get something like this started in your kitchen, you're not going to want to stop. This is my baking center. I just wanted to give you that little sneak peek. You know, when you go back in the living room and you finish up maybe demonstrating some of the Fridge Smart or a few other pieces in your kit, you want to leave them. They remember how you start your party and they remember how you end the party. And I always tell them I save the very best for last. And I have a dream box. And inside my dream box, which is actually a piece of Tupperware, I have all the reasons I love being a Tupperware consultant. And I thought I'd share my story with you today too. You know, one of the reasons, of course, I love my job as the Tupperware lady is the money that I can make. And this $100 is a $400 order. It's not even our party average. But you know what happens? When I do 2 $400 parties in a week, at the end of the month, I have made $1,000 for my family. That could pay your mortgage, that could send the kid to college. That makes a great difference in our family finances. And that's just the beginning. You can make a whole lot more than $1,000 a month. Gifts. There are gifts every week in Tupperware, and that's on top of the money. And so if you just want to refurbish your kitchen with fresh new Tupperware, being a consultant is a great way to do that. I have a little flip-flop keychain to remind me of all the trips and fun places that I have been with Tupperware. I've traveled all over the world with Tupperware. Never dreamed that that could happen to me. But seriously, I have been to Norway, I have been to Alaska, and these trips are with my husband as well, who is my business partner. All over the world, all expenses. And this little flip-flop reminds me of Hawaii. We've been there several times. We even got to take the grandkids to Walt Disney World. That was pretty special. This keychain reminds me of two things about my job that I love. And one is the Tupperware and the Tupperware discount. And I let them know at my parties that I love my discount. And have them open up that flyer. Take a look at those sale prices. You see that 50% off? I get another 25% off of that. I love my Tupperware discount. But this happens to be a keychain with a key. And I also love the fact that I drive a free company car with Tupperware. A Buick Enclave with all the bells and whistles. They replace it every 2 years. They pay the tags, taxes, license, insurance, lease payment, rotate new tires. There's a windshield program. I put gas in it and change the oil. That's a great company car program. I can use it for business and personal use. If you need a car, you might think about Tupperware. You know, I've been in Tupperware 33 years. So of course I've had ups and downs in my business just like everybody has in their jobs. But there's something that has kept me here for 33 years, and it's the flexibility. I started with 2 little kids. Well, actually one. I was pregnant, had a 2-year-old and was pregnant, and didn't even want to hold a party. Was scared to death. In fact, 33 years later, I'm not sure I ever said yes to the opportunity. It just happened. But the flexibility has kept me here, getting to be my own boss. When you're your own boss, the world's at your fingertips, and you get to be at the important things. You get to be at the ball games. You get to be at the school for the parties. You get to be home when you're sick or when your kids are sick. That has meant the world to me. So the flexibility is right up there. Almost number 1. When you work for yourself, you have to have a reason to get out and go to work every single day, something that really pulls at your heartstrings. And for me, 30 years ago, it was the kids. Well, 33 years later, my kids are out of the house. I'm an empty nester, but you know what I do have? Grandkids. So here they are, my 3 reasons to keep doing this wonderful Tupperware business that offers me that flexibility. This is my why. This is what keeps me going. And you need to have a why too. Why did you say yes to Tupperware? You need to write that down and keep it in front of you, and it will help you in every area of the business. And yes, I do that at every Tupperware party. And you know what? People really pay attention because they want to know about your life. But you can't stop there. You have to have a way to find out if anything you said interests them. So quickly, easily, have them pull out their order form. Rate the Tupperware opportunity 1 to 10. 1 being, I cannot believe you have done this for 33 years. That sounds awful. Or 10, how do I sign up? How do I get started? Or any number in between. And let me give you a little secret. If they write any number but 1, they have an interest. And you need to visit with them about it or let your director call them and share the facts about getting started with Tupperware. You're ready to see him at the back table. And I say, come see me 1 at a time at the back table. I'll figure your orders. Don't have to worry about the shipping or the taxes. I've got a calculator. I'll take care of that for you. And the reason I do that is that one more opportunity to ask them about being a Tupperware hostess. Remember, that's the secret to keeping your business going, is to ask everyone. And when they come back with their order, I always had just 4 different sentences memorized in my head that I could ask each person. And to mix it up, so I'm not asking each person the same thing, but if I remember them saying they couldn't afford to get everything they wanted, when they come see me at the back, my question's going to be, were you able to get everything you wanted tonight? And then just be quiet and let them answer. And when they say, oh no, that's my opportunity to say, how about we get the rest free? I'd love to shower you with free Tupperware, being one of my hosts. Or maybe I would say, hey, do you have a microwave? Well, 90% of people have a microwave, so when they say yes, I would say, have you heard about our cooking classes? I can shower you with free Tupperware and teach your friends and family a few tricks about microwave cooking. How does that sound? Or I might say, how long has it been since you hosted a Tupperware party? And when they say never or a long time, I'm going to say, well, it's been never or a long time for your friends too. I bet they'd love to see what's new. Could I shower you with some free Tupperware? Be quiet, let them answer. Or you might say, how long has it been since you attended a Tupperware party? Is this the first time? Anything to start that conversation going about them being a future host. And when you do that with each person, you don't prejudge who will, who won't, you're going to be surprised at what happens to your business. Have your date book handy, be ready, offer them one of the first 2 open spots in your date book. It is not a party dated until there is a date and time set. Even if they say, I need to check with a few people, the first thing people are going to ask them is, well, when is it? If they say, I'm having a Tupperware party, they're going to say, when is it? So set a date and time. We can always change if it doesn't work for anybody. But let's make it work for you first, and then you can tell your friends and family. Another little side note here, something that will make it helpful for you at your Tupperware parties, is to prepare some folders. And I like to use these at the end. Some girls pass them out at the very beginning. That just has your information all inside one folder. The catalog, the order form, the flyer, any sale items, maybe the fundraiser flyer, anything you want your customers to see in this folder. So you pass out one thing, not several things. And you can have these pre-made. This is something the kids can help with, and it just keeps you a little more organized. And I always let them know they can have what's inside, just leave the folder so I can refill it for the next party. These videos are just a tip of the iceberg. We want to get you started. But we are here for you. We are available for questions. There are no dumb questions. We love to hear from our new consultants. So please never feel like you are bugging us. We're available by Facebook, texting, email, and even the old-fashioned phone call. So So, please let us know how we can help you. The sky is the limit to Tupperware, and we know it's not for everybody, but it is for everybody to try. And my life certainly was changed because I tried Tupperware. Thanks for tuning in.